KHNL News 8, live, local, late breaking.
And now that the relay is in full swing, things are heating up at Magic Island. Our very own Leland Kim is in the middle of all the action right now. Leland, how's it going so far?
Mari-Ela, it's great. That's it for now. We're live here at Magic Island. Leland Kim, back to you.
All right, thank you, Leland. A local family is looking for some aloha spirit and some luck to help a little boy fighting for his life. Chinese lion dancers accepted donations at a benefit concert and show for 5-year-old Dylan Fujimoto. He had a tumor removed from his brain, which turned into a form of brain cancer. Dylan was not at today's benefit. He is in the hospital, recovering from his 5th round of high-dose chemotherapy.
He's still in there, he's fighting hard. And he's impressed a lot of the doctors at Kapiolani Hospital. With his physical outlook, he looks really good.
All proceeds of today's event will go to the Fujimoto family to help with the rising medical costs. It is the world's largest fully protected marine conservation area, but many don't know what's going on in the Northwest Hawaiian Islands. So today, staff members and scientists were at the outrigger Waikiki to educate the public, inform them of the research taking place at the Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument. Their goal is to emphasize the importance of preserving the monument and its natural beauty, along with its varied marine wildlife.
We can explain to them what's special about the place, how do we look after it, and how do we be good stewards of the environment so that our kids and grandkids will have a chance to see it as well.
The monument includes some of the healthiest coral reefs in the world and is home to a number of endangered and threatened marine species. The public is invited to learn more about the research taking place in the monument at weekly events at the outrigger Waikiki. And we sure got a break from the summer heat and dry weather conditions today with a few more showers and clouds. Meteorologist Paul Droop stepped over to the Weather Center with more on our day. Hi, Paul.
Mari-Ela, we did see more clouds coming up for our Sunday weather just a little bit later in the show.
All right, thank you, Paul. And coming up next on KHNL News 8 at 10, as more cities across the nation get tough on smoking, health leaders applaud anti-tobacco campaigns. That story coming up. With identity thieves lurking, getting rid of important documents can be critical to protecting your name. That's why hundreds lined up today to drop off documents to be shredded. Piles of bank statements, tax filings, and other paperwork is turned to scrap. Trucks were out at Kapolei and also at the state capitol, all sponsored by the group AARP.
Our senior citizens are quite susceptible to fraud because they hang on to papers that they don't need for a long time. And if they're broken into, their home is broken into, or they leave things around, it's too easy for people to steal their identity.
This is the 2nd year of the event. The group says it plans to continue doing it to make sure people are able to protect themselves. Before you fill up at the pump, remember, you can track Hawaii's gas prices at our exclusive gas tracker on our website, KHNL.com. Log on to get today's average prices in Honolulu, Hilo, and Wailuku. And KHNL.com is your source for live, local, late-breaking news any time of the day. Coming up on your live, local, late-breaking news.
It's a snooze in the zoo as campers get set to spend some quality time with the animals. That's next on your live, local, late-breaking news station, KHNL News 8.
Dozens of families are snoozing at the Honolulu Zoo this evening. Campers set up their tents and got ready for a wild night with the wild animals as part of the Easter Seals event. That includes a special tour of the animal habitats after the sun goes down, along with storytelling and other zoo activities. The hope is to help increase a sense of independence among the participants.
Some of them are really excited because they've never been away from home before. So this is first time sleeping out, especially camping. So it's always exciting to get away from the family and hang out with friends.
Campers will not only be treated to tours tonight, but after they snooze in the zoo, they'll also get a chance to roam around among the animals early tomorrow morning.
Well, it seems like everybody with or without a golf club has an opinion on Hawaii golfer Tad Fujikawa turning pro. And the latest to sound off on the 16-year-old, a man who has no problem sharing his thoughts out loud.
This afternoon on the Golf Channel, Charles Barkley dropped by, and although he's not exactly a world-class golfer, he shared his comments, not only on Tad's decision to go pro, but also on Hawaii's other team phenomenon, Michelle Wie.
Charles, Tad Fujikawa, 16 years old, says he's going to turn pro. Do you have any thoughts on that?
About, obviously we all wish him luck, but it's not a good idea. First of all, he's 16. He's not ready mentally or physically. And let me tell you something. I'm a big Michelle Wie fan, but this thing is so screwed up with Michelle Wie right now. I feel so bad for her because, number one, her family. Nike should have did a better job of surrounding her with more people. I just feel bad for her. I think she's a nice kid, but she's not mentally or physically ready to play on the LPGA Tour. But at some point, golf is going to have to make a stand and say these kids can't get out there.
Some strong words.
Charles Barkley, never one to have a shortage of words.
Yeah, all right. Well, your island weather forecast is up next on News 8 at 10.
But before we let you go, let's take a look at one of our neighborhood school net sites. We'll have more on our local weather coming up in just a moment.
Local boxing champion Brian Viloria makes a stop back in the islands, taking some time chatting with a bunch of fans. This is your live, local, late-breaking KHNL News 8. Former WC light flyweight champ Brian Viloria is back in town. After an up-and-down 12 months, the Waipahu native said the trip home was just what he needed to recharge in preparation for another title run. KHNL's Reach Mizu has the story.
Brian Viloria says KHNL News 8.
Well, we sure had a soggy day today. Paul Drews is at the Weather Center with a look. Hi, Paul.
Well, it definitely didn't feel like summertime conditions by midweek.
All right. Now, before we go, let's check in one last time with the gang down at Magic Island.
Our own morning show co-anchor Angela Keene is standing by live. Angie, you having a good time?
Thanks, you too. Coming from Magic Island, now back to you.
Wow.
Yeah, all right. Very impressive. Thank you for watching Hawaii's only news for live, local, late-breaking coverage, both here on KHNL News 8 and 24/7 at KHNL.com.
Our next newscast is tomorrow evening at 5. Have a good night.
Before we let you go, we want to take you back out to Magic Island and just show you all the activities taking place at the Relay for Life that once again will be going on throughout the night. Have a good night.